Hi, welcome to Survival 2010. I'm Rena Jada for Vader TV. This segment is brought to you by NewResume.com, the largest student resume network where students are looking for freelance jobs and virtual projects. So go ahead, cut your burn, help the economy, and hire some students at NewResume.com. Our guest today is Randy Williams, the founder and CEO of Keiretsu Forum. Randy, welcome to the show.
Nice to see you again, Rena.
Nice to see you too. So let's start with understanding, give us a little background on the Keiretsu Forum.
Well, Keiretsu Forum was founded in September 2000 in the East Bay of San Francisco area. It's grown to 17 chapters in 3 continents worldwide since then.
That's great. How many investors, how many companies do you fund? I heard some great stats on...
We have 825 investors. We are talking to you right now in November of 2008. And we have over 200 fundings, and also we have $210 million of equity in those companies.
That's great. What's the average deal size per startup?
Well, I've wanted to change the paradigm of angel investing. Historically, it's been local.
Yeah.
And as such, there's not always a lot of local capital available. So when a company does get funding and it has a great story, then we invite them to the next chapter. So we have companies we have funded now in the tune of $8 million, which is being the high, and the low is probably $50,000. But typically, if one company comes to one chapter, it's usually about $500 to $1 million.
So that's your sweet spot.
Correct.
Okay.
For each chapter.
For each chapter.
Okay.
Okay. And I heard something about Paris. A little birdie told me you've got something going on in Paris and worldwide. So tell me a little bit about your expansion plans, and does that mean that local entrepreneurs can get funding worldwide?
That's true. And we really underscore not only capital, but resources. So if a company needs to be introduced to customers, for instance, in Europe, then go visit our London chapter or our new launched Paris chapter, which launched last month, or our Barcelona chapter, which is 1 year old. And we have plans to possibly open another 10 chapters in the next 24 months in Europe. But it's not just about capital, it's about resources. We really want to help these companies grow. If you come to any Keiretsu Forum as a guest of a member or myself, you'll hear that over and over. How can we help you grow above and beyond capital?
And give me a couple of the top 2 or 3 resources that you bring to the table for entrepreneurs.
Well, we are international reach of customers in the marketplace. We have tremendous Rolodex because most of our members have a great scorecard in life. Every member has to be accredited, and thus they've done. They have empathy. They've been entrepreneurs themselves, but now they have relationships to give back to the entrepreneurs. Again, not only with capital, but resources to help the companies grow. Okay,
that sounds good. I'm interested. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to get funded. Please walk me through the process of how would I approach the Keiretsu Forum, and how would the process continue?
Well, if you look at our website, we have an FAQ on there, frequently asked questions, and we've heard every question the last 9 years. So we think we address all of them. There's always something, special that comes up. But, please look at the website. Also, we have a newsletter we've done over the last 8 years, and there's a fantastic program on our members talking to entrepreneurs, how to gravitate and how to attract capital from Keiretsu Forum members. Please read that. The next step is to come to Keiretsu Forum if they're serious. We'd always like between 5 to 10 entrepreneurs to be at the forum so they can see how easy or how tough our community is. They can also find a champion in their vertical to get to know. Once they've done those steps, then they apply online. And then the next step is we have a screening day. Our screening day is the same we do throughout the globe. Each chapter has one week before the forum. It's usually populated by at least 30 to 35 members. And I'm speaking in Northern California, where we all started. Now, the forum has 100 to 125 members in each chapter. So 30 to 35 members gather. And out of the bucket, and generally at this taping, we have between 50 and 100 companies present to us over the last 8 years per month. And we selected the top 10 to come to screening. The 35 members discuss each company's in depth. They pitch to us. They have 15 minutes to pitch to us. Then we have private votes on what companies make the forum. I may be the founder of Keiretsu, but I want to design something from day one to invoke the swarm intelligence and the mind share of the community to help select the companies. Now, 4 companies to 5 usually make it. Historically, that has been our statistics to make the forum. Now, we can point to the last 3 years. You had a 60% chance of getting funding if you made that process and made the forum. 100 to 10 10 to 4 or 5, and then a 60% chance.
Okay.
That's all rearview mirror. There's no promises going forward, but that's our statistics in the past.
Okay, that sounds great. What's your screening process?
The screening process happens before the screening day, and we have 10 different committees from telco, energy, clean tech, real estate, etc. And so the company is sent to the team leader and or the chairman or chairwoman of the committee.
Okay.
They will do a conference call with the entrepreneur and also team members that have expertise in that particular vertical company. And then 80% of companies are rejected at that level. So that's why you need to find a champion. You need to come to Keiretsu so you know who's on the committee, so you can get to know and build relationships. Because we listen very carefully when a company, and that doesn't mean they're rejected for the future. That means they're rejected that month. We will debrief with the companies and ask them to go out and get milestones, improve on this or that. But also, it's a great lesson when they come to Keiretsu Forum and say, gee, I need to do that in my presentation. Or, gee, look at this community. They're here to help, not only with capital, but again, with resources.
That makes a lot of sense. So I go through the process and I'm selected, one of the few lucky ones. What happens next?
Well, then they present, in Northern California's example, we have 4 chapters. So we have created Efficient Private Equity Roadshow in Northern California.
Okay.
And then once they make it and they're about to receive capital or have received capital from us, then we invite them to other chapters. Again, they may want to go Northwest, they might want to go to LA, they may want to go to Paris, they may want to go to Denver. Not only just for capital, but also possibly because they have customers in that market or they need additional customers. Again, we're populated with over 800 members, and we have strong Rolodexes. We want to help these companies grow. But what happens is the quickest funding we've ever done is 6 weeks. Most fundings are 2 to 3 months. You know, we want the companies to get back and obviously focus on their core competency and also their companies, but it does take a process to get funded.
Okay. It's about 3 months on an average, you'd say?
No, I think it's a little below 3 months, but they can also go to other chapters during that time. You know, we have several companies that have as many as 100 shareholders in their companies because they have gone and gravitated to our marketplace of anywhere from 4 to 7 chapters. They've gone out to raise capital. So I want to change the paradigm. It's just not local. Go out to other chapters, get funding, but also enjoy resources, other markets. Do
you also do bridge loans?
We have done every instrument known to the financing ecosystem. So we've done bridge, we've done mezz debt, we've done convertibles, we've done, you name it, we've done it. Each obviously opportunity is different. But what does resonate with us is a really fully baked valuation that we can understand, because when they win, we win. So valuation. We'd like to see companies under $5 million come to us. We have funded companies with companies with higher pre-money valuations than $5 million, but we need to drill down the valuation so we can win also when there's a liquidity event.
That sounds very good. Randy, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you. I'm
Rena Jada for Vader TV. This segment brought to you by NewResume.com. Thank you for watching.